Good morning, everyone. Welcome to First Church of Religious Science. It's a joy to have you all with us today on this Sunday morning. Whether you're joining us, as most of you are on Zoom, connecting with social media and catching the replay later in the day or the weekend, I want you to know that your presence here helps us create something that's truly extraordinary. For those of you who are new or here for the first time, we welcome you with open hearts. Today, we're embarking on a journey of transformation. Our title today is A Spiritual Reboot for the New Year. You know that word, reboot. Think of your computers and your phones. So we're going to talk about having a spiritual reboot for the new year. I'd like to have you picture yourself releasing any mental, any emotional clutter, any thoughts, any patterns, any beliefs that you think might be slowing you down or holding you back in any way. Whatever comes to mind. Imagine the freedom of a mind that's clear of self-doubt, a heart unburdened by old grievances, and a spirit energized by fresh inspiration. By letting go of the bugs in your thinking, you create space for clarity, purpose, and renewed energy. So what if this spiritual reboot could do the same thing for you today? What if you could access more joy, more creativity, and more resilience than you've ever imagined? Today, we're going to explore what it means to embrace this upgrade. We'll learn to see challenges as stepping stones, as opportunities. Stepping stones, opportunities to uncover the light within ourselves and claim a greater sense of empowerment and grace. So this is our moment to refresh, to realign, and to step boldly into a new moment, into a new year, with confidence in knowing that you are one with the one, in clarity and certainty. Imagine, if you will, the possibilities that await you as you awaken to Spirit's guidance. Spirit's always available to you. So imagine the possibilities that await you as you awaken to Spirit's guidance and open up your heart and mind to infinite potential. So let me ask you, are you ready? Let's begin this process. Let's reflect on what it means to have an upgrade, to upgrade our consciousness. I mean, we can always see peace instead of whatever we're seeing. We have the ability to change our thinking and change our life. We all know that. But I want you to really consider this day, this year, to open yourself up to an upgrade. So we can carry this analogy forward. Think of your mind and your heart as your iOS. iOS stands for your inner operating system. Over time, we accumulated all kinds of stuff, outdated ideas, habits, maybe our parents' beliefs, patterns. We accumulate them just like a computer can get bogged down by old files and partially erased files, files that we've worked on and are incomplete. Computers get bogged down with all that, and it gets bogged down by software that no longer serves its purpose. Today is your opportunity to clear out all that clutter, all that programming that we got when we're children and through school and from our teachers and everywhere else. This is our opportunity to clear it all out and welcome something special, something vibrant, something new, something empowering. So we get these moments of inspiration, these gentle inspirations you can think of them as invitations. You get a nudge from Spirit. It's an invitation to trade in a limiting thing, a limiting belief maybe, or some behavior for something more expansive, the lesser for the greater. But here's the key. Willingness is the key. I learned that in a 12-step program decades ago. It's the key that opens all the doors. So if you want a serious upgrade, it requires what? Willingness. Willingness to set aside what you think you know and what you've done and your opinions. And as many spiritual paths teach, again, willingness is the key. So that's the first step. That and self-knowledge, being honest with yourself. So we need some willingness. We need to be honest with ourselves and open-minded. And those are the steps of beginning. We have to be willing to let go of what doesn't work, so we can claim the profound truths that Spirit offers us. Ernest Holmes, our founder, the founder of religious science, beautifully stated, life will mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what they think into it. That's very simple. It's very profound. Life is going to mirror and reflect back to you what you're constantly thinking. Every Thursday night, I'll ask, what has it been like being you? Because I'm wanting people to start to pay attention to what their thoughts and their thinking is. Because those very thoughts and thinking is a part of your consciousness and it's creating your life. So today, as we're considering our upgrade for the new year, we're here to reimagine and upgrade our thinking, knowing that as we shift our perspective to something greater and something better, we're naturally going to reflect this higher awareness in our life all over the place. Ernest Holmes also said, the power which creates and sustains everything is now creating everything. Everything necessary for our happiness. That's a lot in that one sentence. He said, the power which creates and sustains everything is now creating everything. Everything necessary for our own happiness is being created right now by means of you. When we align with this power, when we realize who we are, and we have this power, we step into a greater flow of joy, abundance, and possibility. But this isn't just about releasing the old, it's about consciously choosing the new. Consciously. We talk a lot about being a lifter, or we talk a lot about being uh, religious science being the cheerleaders of life. We're here to see the good. No matter what it takes, that's our focus. That's what we do is we do affirmative living. There must be good in this someplace. You could ask a question, what's good? What's good? Because if you orient your thinking towards what is good, you will start to see the good. If you do it the other way, you're going to be like Chicken Little, which, you're going to be focusing on what's wrong and what's missing. And then you have a tendency to see that, create that, and experience that. So as we're stepping into this new experience, this new moment, considering an upgrade, it's more than just releasing the old. It's about consciously deciding to see the new, to choose the new. Imagine what it could be like for you if you consciously were determined as you step forward into this new moment, this new time, to see the good wherever you could. And imagine if you could replace hesitation with courage. It's just trust life. Start choosing with courage. What if you could change self-doubt with unshakable confidence? You might say, I'm one with the one. I'm supplied and supported. And feel that energy and feel that truth, and then make some decisions. And what if you could change habits of struggle with patterns of ease and joy? So let's approach this upgrade because I know you can do it and I know you have the power. Let's approach it with a sense of wonder that you have this power available to you, and playfulness. Start doing affirmations for everything and anything. So let's approach it with childlike faith, with a sense of wonder and playfulness. What if the process of change didn't have to be a struggle? Because it doesn't have to be, but could be an exciting adventure, because it can be. Spirit, I'm here to tell you, is always calling us to explore new heights, new thoughts, and step into greater awareness. Step into the truth of our divine nature, realizing, my goodness, I'm alive and I'm awake in it, and I'm a part of it, and it's responding to me. Every thought I think, it's responding to each and every one. So let me ask you, what doors could you open? What doors could you open as you embrace this refreshed consciousness? Knowing I'm one with the one, I'm supplied and supported, I am I am the heir of the kingdom or the realm, whatever you want to say. The Father and I are one, this energy and I are one. What doors could open for you as you embrace this refreshed, rebooted consciousness? So today, I'm giving you a sacred invitation to release the smaller limiting programs or stories that you've been carrying and step into this magnificent truth that Spirit has been whispering into your heart all along. Think of the old stories. I've had them myself, many of them. Think of the old stories like outdated programs running in the background of your operating system. Maybe it's a belief that you're not good enough, something your grandfather or somebody told you, grandmother, whoever it is. Think of these old programs, outdated programs running in the background, and they're not helping your system run as well as it could. As you do this, it restores your inner operating system, making room for bigger, brighter truth. Here's the thing I want to say to everyone today. You're not here merely to exist. You're here to thrive. You're here to shine. You're here to have self-knowledge, knowing who you are. You're here to create, co-create. Together, let's step into this transformation today. Let that be our sacred intention. Our intention to release the past, embrace the present with all of its wonder, and boldly, boldly claim the infinite possibilities that Spirit has prepared for us. So we move into now what I'm going to call the exchange ceremony. Maybe let's close our eyes for a moment, or our eyes cast downward, so we can take in this moment. Let's have a deep breath in and out, and relaxing to relax ourselves. And another. And this time relax a little bit more. Let yourself go a little bit more deeply into this moment and reflect. As you breathe, allow your awareness to turn inward. I want you to notice if there's anything that you've been carrying around recently, or maybe you've been carrying it for a long time. Anything that makes you sad, or things that you wish didn't happen, or just that you're hanging on to. Anything old, whatever comes to mind. Anything unhelpful. Maybe it's a belief, a habit, or even just a bad feeling, a feeling of some kind. Let it come into focus for just a moment. In the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, Louise reminds us that many of the limiting beliefs that we have, we carry on from our families. She called them family programs and patterns. The messages we absorbed as children that really don't work for us anymore. They don't serve us in any good way. Perhaps you've heard an inner voice, different parts, different times in your life, which says, I'm a mess. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve anything good, or I deserve this, that, or the other thing. Just what is that inner voice? What comes up for you as you think? And then the next question being, where did this belief come from? It could be about people, it could be things, it could be about yourself. What comes up that isn't really working well for you? And then the next question, again, as I already said, is where do you think that came from? Was it a relative, a brother, a sister? Where did it come from? Was it a well-meaning parent, teacher? Or maybe you thought society expected you to be different. And the most important question is, do you think any of this is true? Louise would encourage us to ask ourselves, why am I still holding on to this belief? Why am I holding on to this idea that happened so long ago? Why not release it and set myself free? So today, as we're doing our reboot, we want to challenge these old beliefs, these old ideas, these old notions, and release them. My goodness, love yourself enough to release them. Release what no longer reflects the truth of who you are. You are one with the one. You are an essence. You're one with this infinite power and presence. Let's have the willingness to consider releasing it. It matters only that you feel ready to have this shift, to have this upgrade. Whatever comes to mind, trust that whatever arises in this moment, Spirit knows what you're ready to transform. So now let's take this reflection and transform it into something greater. Whatever came to mind that you feel it's time to move through or let go of. Let's take these items, this item, whatever came up for you. Imagine yourself standing at the shore of an infinite ocean. The ocean is a symbol of life's boundless potential. And in your hands, you hold a small, old container. The container represents the limits that you have carried, all these outdated programs and beliefs. Feel the weight of it in your hands. It's kind of heavy. Does it feel heavy to you? Does it feel like it's been draining your energy, just carrying it with you? Now I'd like you to picture yourself stepping into the water a little bit. Feel the coolness on your feet and the sensation of being supported by the vastness of the ocean. And as you wade in a little bit deeper, see the container that you're holding dissolving and merging with the ocean. All the limits, all the doubts, and all the burdens it held are released. It's released into the infinite, leaving you now free and light. And in its place, feel a radiant energy surrounding you. Radiant energy, beautiful, radiant energy filling every part of your being. This is Spirit's gift to you. The infinite support and supply that has always, always been available to you. Charles Barker, the founder of this very church, First Church, often said, "You are the whole bit." Yes, you are. You're everything. So we want to celebrate that this new moment, this new year. You are the whole bit. You have everything you need within you. So let's take a moment to feel the truth, that beautiful idea. You're not separate from the creative power. You are one with this power. Just as the ocean holds and sustains you, so does Spirit. Let's visualize this energy moving through your mind, moving through your heart, and moving through your entire being. See it now clearing away outdated programs, patterns, stories. See this energy replacing them with courage, love, and infinite possibility. Feel the shift in every cell of your body right now as you affirm, I am so supported, I am so supplied, I am free. I'm so supported, I'm so supplied, and I'm free. Now let this truth anchor within you. Imagine a light shining at the center of your being. The light where Louise would say, deep at the center of your being, right? Imagine that light shining at the center of your being, growing brighter and brighter and more expansive with every single breath. This light represents your upgraded consciousness. It fills your mind, your heart, and your spirit with clarity, strength, and purpose. So there it is. Now that we've upgraded our consciousness, let's explore how to carry this transformation into our daily lives. This is where the real magic happens, by the way, when the inner shift begins to express itself outwardly in everything we do. As Ernest Holmes said, to live is to create. Every single moment, every thought, every action contributes to the tapestry of our lives. So you're using this power. Holmes said again, to live is to create. Every moment, every thought, every action contributes to the tapestry of our lives. So today, as you work through this exercise, you've woven a new inner framework, like you've upgraded your iOS. And you've done it in a way that it aligns with Spirit's infinite creativity. The question now is, how do we live from this place of connection, from this upgraded consciousness? Well, first, we want to keep reminding ourselves that we have this connection. How do we live from it? Living from this place means, how do we embrace what religious science calls the affirmative life that I talk about lesson after lesson? How do we embrace the affirmative life? It's not about forcing positivity or denying challenges. It's about having the willingness to choose thoughts, words, and actions that reflect our highest truth. It's about looking at every situation and asking, how can I approach this with love? How can I approach this from love, coming from connection? How can I approach this with courage and faith? Anybody can react, but we want to do it differently. We want to ask ourselves, how can I approach this situation coming from a place of connection, love, courage, and faith? So let's begin with a couple affirmations that will sow these seeds of possibility. Affirmations that we plant into the soil of our consciousness. Louise had taught us, every thought we think is creating our future. So please imagine with me all your thoughts as tiny seeds creating your future, each thought carrying the potential to grow into something beautiful. So let me ask you, what seeds will you plant today, knowing that that Spirit is going to act upon them? What seeds are you going to plant today? What beliefs do you want to nurture and grow? Imagine, if you will, approaching every moment with the belief that Spirit is working on that moment for your highest good. If you know Spirit is responding to your every thought, what would shift? Perhaps you'd start to see conflicts as opportunities for deeper understanding. Maybe you'd greet challenges with curiosity instead of resistance or reaction. So let's bring this to our life. Let's bring this into our life. Let's have this positive expectancy. I can give you a few examples. Imagine in a relationship, for example, walking into a conversation with more patience and empathy, or as you're interacting with people, listening a little more deeply instead of reacting and discounting them so quickly. We all could do more with that. So in relationships, imagine having our conversations, listening with greater patience and empathy, deeper listening instead of reacting. How might this, if we did this, create space for healing or understanding? Some of you do volunteer work, some of you are working jobs. In our workplace, whatever it is, picture yourself stepping into a difficult task, sensitive task, with confidence, knowing that Spirit's wisdom is flowing through you. What creative solutions might arise if you were centered as you approach those moments? Now let's think about our health for a moment. Let's think about visualizing and affirming our body's knowing, our body's inner intelligence and strength. Knowing that we're going to make choices that support our vitality. How would it feel if you could trust your body's ability to thrive? So each of these examples begins with a decision to live affirmatively, to plant seeds of trust. I trust my body. I trust, I'm going to enter my relationships in these moments with confidence. I'm going to more empathy. Each of these examples begins again with a decision to live affirmatively. Another tool we all use, most of us anyway, on this call, is the transformative power of affirmative prayer and gratitude. Gratitude, for example, is like sunlight for the seeds that you plant. It nourishes them, helps them grow strong and vibrant. We can start out each day with gratitude, naming 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter if they're small. It's just a great way to start the day. You can feel how that simple practice will lift your energy and sets the tone for the entire day. And another way to upgrade or to anchor it in is having the practice of letting go. Letting go. Living affirmatively doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means trusting that every experience contains some good. Every experience contains a seed for growth. Sometimes and often it means releasing what we can't control and embracing the unfolding of life with grace. When you let go of limiting thoughts, beliefs, and you embrace the truth, the spectacular truth of your divine being, who you are and what you are, and you understand the power you have, the ability you have, you unlock a world then of infinite possibilities. So, how do we carry this upgraded consciousness that we're talking about today forward? It's about becoming more intentional creators, being co-partners with spirit, inviting spirit in, as my dad used to say. My dad used to say, spirit will not be the uninvited guest. So we want to invite that connection in, that awareness. Imagine starting your day with an affirmation like, I'm a co-creator with spirit. My thoughts are aligned with love, possibility, and abundance. I'm a co-creator with spirit. My thoughts are aligned with love, possibility, and abundance. Feel how that affirmation sets the tone for the day, creating a foundation of trust, creativity, and joy. Now here's a fun exercise to try. You can try this one tomorrow morning. Before you get out of bed, ask yourself, what kind of day do I want to create? Just ask that question before you get out of bed. Or I can give you even a more powerful one. Declare the kind of day you intend to have. You have the power to make that declaration, but think about it before you get out of bed. What kind of day do you want to create? Or even more powerfully, I think, declare the kind of day you intend to create. Do this, do one of them, and see what happens. Imagine moving through your day with this calm confidence and gratitude. Notice how this simple intention can and will shape your experience tomorrow. Let's affirm this truth together. I stand always in my greater truth. I know who I am. My consciousness is upgraded now. I live boldly and beautifully in alignment with spirit. You see, this is the beauty of an upgraded consciousness. It's not a one-time event. It's a daily practice of choosing thoughts and actions that reflect the divine truth of who you are. So, as we come to the end of our journey today, I hope you would like the upgraded consciousness idea. Let's fully embrace the idea of upgrading our consciousness. It's not just a moment of reflection, it's a chance to reboot, realign, and step into something extraordinary. Close your eyes for a moment, if you're comfortable, and take another deep breath. With each breath, feel yourself powering down old thoughts, powering down old beliefs. Feel yourself releasing outdated programs that no longer are working for your highest and best. Imagine as you're powering down, clearing the clutter of your mental and emotional operating system, creating space for something new and exciting and vibrant. Now envision yourself standing in a beautiful field at sunrise. The sky is painted with radiant hues of pink, orange, and gold. The light of the sun represents your upgraded consciousness, bright, limitless, and full of potential. Feel this sun shining on you as if spirit is saying, this is who you have always been. Feel the sun shine on you as if spirit is saying, this is who you have always been. Notice how the light dissolves any lingering doubts or fears. It clears the files of hesitation, regret, guilt, remorse. Clears all the files that have been running in the background. These programs are no longer needed. They've served their purpose and they now can be lovingly released. As you stand in this light, recognize it as your truth. This is your divine nature, brightly shining, unobstructed, and powerful. Now picture yourself stepping onto a path that stretches before you. Each step feels light, each step feels purposeful, and each step is filled with joy. Feel the earth beneath your feet, solid, grounding, steady, wonderful. With every step, imagine the warmth of Spirit's golden light pouring into you, energizing every part of your being. Each step forward feels lighter, freer, and more purposeful. Take a moment to silently affirm, I am upgraded, my consciousness is clear, aligned, and empowered. Again, I am upgraded. My consciousness is clear, aligned, and empowered. I move forward with clarity, courage, and purpose. Feel the power of these words. I move forward with clarity, courage, and purpose. Feel the power of these words resonating deep within you. With every breath, this truth becomes stronger and stronger, anchoring itself into every cell of your body. So now let's take this upgrade even further. Bring your awareness to your heart center, where Spirit's infinite love and wisdom reside. Visualize a golden light, again, glowing here, your heart, representing your new inner operating system. This light expands with every breath, radiating outward to fill your entire being. Imagine this light spreading beyond you, touching every area of your life. It flows into your relationships, into your work, your health, your family, your dreams, upgrading each with the brilliance of Spirit's unlimited potential. Raymond Charles Barker, the founder of this church, often said, "You're the whole bit. Spirit flows through you effortlessly." Feel the truth of that now. You might say to yourself, I am the whole bit. I know that Spirit is flowing through me. Spirit's infinite wisdom and love are not something outside of you. They're part of you. They are your operating system, guiding and empowering you to live beautifully, boldly, and joyfully. As you prepare to return to this space, imagine yourself at the end of the path, standing tall and radiant with the sunrise at your back. You're ready to step into a future that's filled with infinite possibilities, with your upgraded consciousness guiding every step. Take one more breath. Feel the gratitude for this moment of transformation. Know that your upgraded consciousness is already at work, opening doors for you, creating opportunities for you, and revealing the infinite possibilities of your life. Now I'm going to close it with a affirmative prayer. We recognize the infinite creative presence flowing through each of us, all of us. In this sacred moment, we release all ideas, all beliefs and programs that are in the way, and I fully embrace our upgraded consciousness. We are aligned with divine wisdom, surrounded by love and supported in every way possible. Infinite possibilities are unfolding in perfect harmony, and we step forward now in joy and gratitude, and so it is. Thank you all for being here. Now is the time for our community sharing. I look forward to hearing about your upgrades, or what thoughts have come up for you, what you have chosen to upgrade, or your thoughts on the lessons, and really, what it's been like for you this week. So happy New Year's to all. And if any of you are watching on social media, which I know hundreds of you are, it's important to jot down your thoughts, your likes and comments, because we get all of that too. You're part of our community as well. So your reflections are equally powerful and honored in this collective energy. So each voice, every comment adds to the brilliance of our sacred gathering. Together, all of us from all these different places are together amplifying love, courage, and the possibility for all of us. Thank you, all of you for your presence. So together we're creating a world of infinite good. So now we turn over the cameras to you. So if you're new, please say hello so we can welcome you. Thank you.